Getting injured is dangerous. It gets in the way of your daily tasks and makes even the simplest of work difficult. For an athlete, it's even worse. Your health is what makes or breaks your career, and things weren't looking that good for Steph Curry recently. What happened, and where is he right now? To know more, keep watching.
But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2K22 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
So what is the situation? The Golden State Warriors recently lost Klay Thompson to an injury as well, and although the All-Star is about to make his re-entry, they lost another, Steph Curry. In the Friday night game, Mr. Curry had an extremely discomforting fall while he had the ball in the game in Chicago. On a layup attempt, he drove past Bulls star DeMar DeRozan and was fouled by Lonzo Ball. Curry had very unfortunately fallen right on his right arm as he tumbled to the floor. The Warriors' point guard appeared to be in pain, and he spent some time later stretching his right arm. Despite returning to the game following a timeout, Curry's arm was still bothering him. Due to this, he was unable to play against the Timberwolves on Sunday due to an injured right hand. The tumble was similar to one he took against the Phoenix Suns on October 30th, 2019, when he shattered his left hand. Curry was out for a major chunk of the 2019-2020 season until returning in March for one game. Curry was ruled out of the game against Minnesota on January 16th, according to the Warriors. Next, the cost of the injury. The biggest cost of this injury has to be the fact that the Golden State Warriors will have to survive without their point guard for a while. It's hard to say how long Curry will be out of the game. A lot depends on how good his recovery period is. However, the professional basketball star seemed to look pretty positive about the whole ordeal. He seemed to brush off the entire scenario as soreness in his arm and said that he'll be back on the court soon. Nevertheless, no matter how non-serious the injury may seem, the team has faced a crucial blow to them without two of their major players. Now, let's talk about other matches. The duo missed their match against the Denver Nuggets, which had become incredibly obvious during the game when Curry was injured. The Warriors could have recovered from the blow if only they weren't having a horrible season so far. Losing the last 4 games has caused them to go into an official slump, an unusual sight for the Warriors, who tend to be a good performing team otherwise. A real testing time to be a fan of the Warriors. Tough times are upon us at the moment, folks, have to say. Out of the 65 games that they have played in the year, they have lost 22 and only won 43. On Tuesday evening, the Golden State Warriors will play the Los Angeles Clippers in San Francisco, and they will have their greatest player available, hopefully, by the end of this match. Although Curry did not play in Monday's loss to the Denver Nuggets, he, and more importantly his hand, are not included on the injury report for the Clippers game, as has been reported by the Twitter account Underdog NBA, leading people to think that he has made his full recovery by now. Some hope for the Golden State Warriors. Next, changes in the game plan. The Golden State Warriors will make some adjustments as they prepare for their last push into the playoffs. The squad is currently having greater difficulty than anyone could have predicted, having lost 8 of their last 10 games. They've fallen so far behind, they're on the verge of sliding to 4th place. The Warriors' biggest change going ahead will be how they distribute Steph Curry's minutes, as he'll be back to his former rotation pattern of only 1 rest per half. Steve Kerr, the coach for the Golden State Warriors, has explained some of the changes that will take place in the coming games. In a lengthy discussion, he explained that they've been working on the changes for quite some time now, and the changes will be subtle but will have a major impact in the long run. He also explained that the plan wasn't going to be 12-6, and there was going to be changes in the break schedule for Curry. Instead of taking 2 breaks, he would take 1, which would then bridge the first half into the second. Kerr was also quick to mention that his performance on that day was also going to be a factor, whether he's going to be able to play as smoothly as before or not. Kerr mentioned that having Klay back is also a positive factor, as it would help divide the load in the team, which is in a sensitive position at the moment. Having the team in full form would help Curry get into a rotation as well. Kerr said that this would help make Curry's play in the team sustainable for both the player and the team. He also mentioned that they would also reduce Curry's time to 36 minutes only as well. Kerr came clean when he said that the team has recently been in desperation mode, which is why they were trying to play Curry for most of the game in all the quarters without breaks. So when the team would reach the 4th quarter, Curry would be exhausted, and the team would be around 6 points short as well, leading to losses. He mentioned that the change was necessary and had to be brought, and this injury was what finally gave Kerr the final push as well. Well, we're glad that Curry is getting the rest that he deserves, and that the team is finally getting the semblance that it needs. Let's hope for a good season. Next, Steph Curry in basketball. Steph Curry is considered to be one of the best basketball players in the history of the National Basketball Association. He is seen to be the main reason why the Golden State Warriors made the championships for 3 years in 2015, 2016, and 2017. It's safe to say he is the best asset that the Warriors have. Curry grew up playing basketball with his his father, Del Curry, a 16-year NBA veteran sharpshooter. Curry learned the rules of the game from his father when he was just a kid. His accurate shooting and high basketball IQ were insufficient to convince college coaches to ignore his wiry body and mediocre 6-foot height. It seems strange to say that being 6 foot is mediocre, but welcome to the world of basketball, folks. Despite his short height, Curry still managed to bring waves in the NBA. He is known for his accuracy and his dedication, and his career in the Golden State Warriors has been nothing short of successful. Curry had immediately become the established starting point guard for the Warriors, being able to average 17.5 points per game in his rookie season. Curry only played 26 games in the 2011-2012 season due to a series of ankle ailments, and he underwent off-season ligament surgery. He subsequently agreed to a 4-year, $44 million deal extension with Golden State, allowing them to surround their rising star with other strong players. Over the tenure of his very impressive career, Curry has been named the most valuable player more times than most of us can count, and he has made history multiple times. He's even dubbed as the god of basketball by many enthusiasts of the game, even if they do not support the team he plays for. This recent injury is not one of Curry's deadliest. In 2017, a horrible knee injury had limited the number of games that Curry could play to only 53, and it forced him to step down from his position as reigning champion of the title of league leader in three-point field goals, both of which have attempted and made. Now, let's talk about Steph Curry off the court. Because of his very impressive track record on the court, Curry has amassed an impressive fan as well as cult following. People of all ages, ethnicities, genders, and places of birth know of him and recognize that he is one of the best players that American basketball has to offer. With over 40 million followers on Instagram and 15 million followers on Twitter, Steph Curry is nothing short of a national treasure. This means that we must keep him safe, no matter what. Curry is also appreciated for his acts off the court as well. He is generally liked for his good personality and wit, as well as his behavior with his family. He and his wife, Ayesha Curry, have 3 children together, and we have to say their family pictures are adorable. His popularity is also the reason why he has become the face of the franchise. The Golden State Warriors owe a lot of their current performance to Curry, and it is no secret that the recent blow that they faced gave them a lot to think and worry about. It's important to have star players on your team, people who steal the show away. However, you should be prepared to handle their absence as well. Since the Warriors were having a bad season, even with Curry, it's hard to say whether his absence did any good or bad for them, or whether they would consider making other investments as well. Well, that's all for this video, folks. Let us know what you think about the recent Warriors season, especially if you're a fan. Are you disappointed? Do you think Curry's injury was a major blow? Do you think it will take time for the team to get their act together? See you all next time.